Today is Shrove Tuesday. Traditionally, Shrove Tuesday was the time for using all the eggs, butter, and sugar in the house to prepare for the fasting that Lent required. Many of us grew up eating pancakes for dinner on Shrove Tuesday. In our home this evening, my family and I will be eating chocolate chip pancakes for dinner. I invite you to join us in this annual ritual. Tomorrow is Ash Wednesday, the beginning of the Lenten season. Instead of gathering in church for worship, communion, and the imposition of ashes, we will worship from the safety of our homes. This is an important day for us. It's a time of cleansing, confessing, returning, and resetting. Many of us grew up giving up something for Lent: chocolate, meat, television, coffee, soft drinks, shopping, or alcohol. Some people still observe Lent in this way. The idea is that making a sacrifice of something we love and enjoy will draw us closer to Christ. But what about Lent 2021? What about observing Lent in the midst of a pandemic? I don't know about you, but I already feel like I've given up a lot, already made too many sacrifices. To be very frank, I'm not sure I can give up anything else. I'm certainly not interested in denying myself of coffee or chocolate. Perhaps Lent needs to be different this year. Perhaps there are better ways to draw closer to Christ during this season. Return to the Lord your God, for God is gracious and merciful. This scripture passage from Joel 2:13 is the perfect verse for Lent. Lent is a season to focus on God's graciousness and mercy. Perhaps we can honor God, draw closer to God by extending some grace and mercy to ourselves. If giving up something for Lent works for you, then by all means do that. But if you're eager for something else, this may be the perfect year to try something new. I am intrigued by a new perspective on Lent that I recently read about. What if we thought of Lent as a sabbatical of sorts? What if we thought of Lent as a sabbatical from the daily worries, demands, and burdens of our lives? Of course, Lent or not, there are still things we must do. Work, take care of our families, household chores, contribute to the community, nurture relationships. But what if we thought of this time as more of a sabbatical, more of a respite from our normal lives, or at least the typical way that we live our everyday lives? I have never been on a sabbatical, but the folks I know who have, primarily college professors and ministry colleagues, describe a period of time that exists outside of normal time. A sabbatical is a time to leave behind the pressures of work and discover a time that heals, soothes, recovers, and replenishes. A sabbatical is a time to explore new interests, a time to rest and recover, a time to write, listen, travel, nap, make music, read, imagine. What if Lent, this 40-day season, could be a time of sabbatical for us? What if during these days we were more intentional about our choices? What if we said no more often to those things that drain and deplete us, the things and people and places that suck the very life out of us? And what if we said yes more often to the things that lift us up, the things and people and places that feed us, that give us life, that bring us joy? Is it possible that Lent could feel like a mini sabbatical? I'm going to give it a try this year. I am eager and hungry for a sabbatical from fear, a sabbatical from self-doubt, a sabbatical from judgment, both judging others and judging myself, a sabbatical from criticism, a sabbatical from worry, a sabbatical from exhaustion and weariness. What if Lent could become a space and time apart, a time to reset, to rest, to heal, to recover? There are certainly many obstacles to this approach to Lent, but this way feels good and right to me this year, this Lent of 2021. For my Lenten sabbatical, I will strive for more joy, more kindness, less judgment, less criticism, more love, more gratitude, less complaining, less comparing, more understanding, more forgiveness, more compassion, less fear and worry, more spontaneity, less schedule, more moments of peace. No matter how you choose to observe this Lenten season, my hope and prayer is that you will find healing, wholeness, comfort, grace, and peace. What a joy and honor it is to share this Lenten journey of faith with all of you.